Please remember that all the opinions in the show are those of the host and should only be taken as food for thought. We're in no way telling you to do anything. Everything is kept anonymous for the safety of the listeners and no information is shared to anyone else. If you are easily offended by people's opinions or views, then thank you for making it this far, but this is not the podcast for you. So see you later. And please enjoy the rest of the show. Well, boys, at Christmas, my girlfriend left me. I did my normal reaction I would do and go on a bender to drown my sorrows afterwards. I got in contact with my toxic ex and slept with her.
Oh no.
I wish I could forget it and never think of doing that again. Yeah, I know. However, she claimed she was pregnant after, and I thought my moment of weakness had now left me stuck with my toxic ex. There was no baby. She led me on until the start of February and then finally told me she was lying about the whole time to keep me in her life. So safe to say, lads, I decided to have some time to myself and let me work on myself for a while before pursuing a new relationship. My ex, however, has not taken the hint, and even after me blocking her socials and her number, she still texts and calls me from random numbers all the time. What can I do to get this toxic ex out of my life again? Thanks as always, guys. Oh,
Apply
we've
for a
all been there
restraining
with
order.
the. That's what I was thinking of restraining order. Yeah, you can either do that or just let it play out.
Or I think maybe change your number as well. If you change your number and maybe like deactivate your socials for a little while and lay low for a bit, but you shouldn't have to do that. What I would do is, apparently it's quite easy to do. I know a girl that had to do it with her ex. Do a restraining order, and that can include any social media contact.
Oh, can it?
Yeah. So as long as there's no kids involved, which obviously there isn't because she pretended there wasn't. She pretended there was, which is an awful thing to do. I've that someone's had that done to them that's close to me as well, and that's a horrible
Yeah.
thing to go through. Yeah, fuck her, bruv. Fuck her.
As they say in the olden times, gin and a hot bath.
Mm.
That's horrible. If anyone knows that reference, I'm sorry, and anyone that doesn't, don't Google it. Yeah, no, that's fucked up. It annoys me that like people constantly like bash men, but then they know that most men, if it comes to like babies, they'll step up and they use that as a weapon. It's fucking revolting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It shows that this guy was a good guy.
Yeah, because he was willing to step up with a mistake he made, but she fucking.
Yeah.
That's probably why she wants to stick around, because she knows that he's
A good
not
one.
a dickhead. Yeah. Jim that we have on the podcast, he had to get rid of all his socials because of a woman. She even messaged me. I went over there. I think it was the second time I went over there. And granted, everyone keep in mind that Jim's basically blind.
Yeah.
So we're like walking down the street and she's texting him and he has to text her back. Otherwise she phones and has a go at him. So the poor guy has to stop and he has to put his phone like right up against his face. And he kept going to me, "Oh, I'm sorry, Dan." I'm like, "Dude, just it doesn't matter. Like, it's fine."
Yeah.
Like, and then yeah, she spent like the whole 2 weeks just. I kept waking up in the morning and she was upstairs with him. That's like, and then we had to take her to a fucking uni class, and then they broke up a couple weeks or months after I got back, and he took all his social media and that off, and then she fucking messaged me.
What, trying to get in contact?
I'm like, yeah, I was like, you do realise I'm in the UK, right? She's like, where is he? And I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to know where he is?
Fucking,
Let me just pop on a plane and stop and knock on his fucking door.
yeah, fucking crazy people, man.
Jesus fuck, yeah. But luckily, she went off and now he's
Some people,
his wife.
some people cannot handle the rejection. Like, unfortunately, our listener made the mistake of going back there when he was feeling vulnerable, which obviously hurt this girl, and then she's taken it to an extreme ever since.
Yeah, she
Um,
thought they were going to get back together.
yeah, but there's plenty of toxic people in my past, and they've all been blocked. They've all been deleted. They've all been kept as far away from me socially as possible, and that's all you can do, really. You got to change
Yeah.
if you need to go to an extreme. Deactivate your social media, as I said, like Jim had to. Change your number. If she's still finding a way to pursue you in that after that, then you're gonna have to go restraining order. I know it sounds extreme, but I don't think there's any other option.
But then it means you can't booty call her when you're drunk.
Yeah, well, hopefully you find someone else to do that too.
Yeah, no, we've all been there. I've done that a couple of times with exes, just turned up, and it's just like, oh, shouldn't have done that. There was, I told you about the one who tried to throw herself off the bridge in town.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then
and you
the
ended
police
up
took her home, and
getting
she
her
got a
back to
taxi
your
back.
house. Fucking hell. I
Can't
just
help it.
I had a girl once. I met up with her in Stopsy Park,
Right.
and we had sex on one of the benches in Stopsy Park. And that was for me one and done. I was a proper dickhead to her, and I was like, "See you later." After that, and she fucking found me at like a nightclub like 3 weeks later. Someone had told her that I was in a nightclub, and she come down to the club in like normal clothes and like tried to fight me in the middle of the club. And I was like, well, I did deserve it for what I did to her. But
Yeah.
I never heard from her after that.
Fucking hell, man, I'm not surprised. But but yeah, that's probably the best thing you do is change your number. It's easy enough done.
Yeah.
Eventually they get tired and bored, or they find someone new to obsess about. It's annoying. You just gotta play it out. Every time you know it's her ringing you, I would just block that number.
Yeah. And they would have a pattern. It would probably be like a Friday or Saturday night once they've had a few wines or whatever. There'll be a pattern
Yeah,
of when they're doing it.
yeah. They're just trying to make sure that you haven't forgotten about them. But good luck, man. It'll end eventually.